Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Roz, Maximize Your Membership Share for the Atlanta chapter of Women Network. Y'all, I am delighted today to introduce you to Pam Leinmiller. She is one of our new members, and we had the opportunity to record this interview and just introduce her to our community. And so with that, Pam, tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about your business.
Well, thank you for having me, Dr. Roz. I am delighted to be a part of the Women Network. And as you said, I am pretty new. I know some of the people have waited a while to do the recording, but I'm lucky enough that you caught me at one of my first lunches to come and do this interview. So I'm delighted to be here. And what I do is a myriad of things. They are all surrounded around connecting and communicating with others and really owning who we are. I find as I've done communications training and some different work in that area that people oftentimes really are good communicators. They just have always thought they're not good communicators or good presenters, depending on if you're talking to one person or if you're presenting to a group. And that's really the core of where my gifting comes from.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So tell me, who is a great connection for you?
Yeah, interesting. I have a very interesting niche. You would not guess that I have a computer science and math degree. And my niche market, really the best people for me are other analytical people. I love to work with everybody who, as soon as they had an aptitude for math or science, they were kind of pigeonholed into, well, they're good at that. They're not good at people, like they're better with data than people. And they start to believe that. And so that's where my thought and my experience comes with kind of owning who you are. They're great communicators. They've just always been told they're not. And so they believe that they're not. But that's my niche market. And again, working with that belief system first.
That is incredible. And you're exactly right. That's an unusual niche market. And so already I'm thinking about people to connect you with, and that's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And so the third question that we always ask is, what is your biggest opportunity or challenge?
Interesting, and always a hard question to answer. My biggest challenge is always staying in my lane, because I am a lifelong learner and I love to learn new things. Yeah. And I am always going outside and thinking outside the box. Point right here is that you've probably never met a communications trainer or somebody who puts themselves forward that doesn't have a degree in communications. I mean, a degree in computer science and math, and I have not met another one like me. And you know, my biggest challenge is that I love to learn new things. One of the things that I do, I have a contract job as a podcast host, believe it or not. Now it's with a software company that I've done communications work with. And so they know me and met me, and I'm on the board of another company with the president of that software company. But that's a really fun outlet. Is that anything that I promote that I do? No, but do I love it? Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yes, and connecting with other people. And that's what it's all about for me, like using my gifts to help others in whatever area I can. And where I promote myself or where I market myself. And if you go to my website, what you're going to see is about, you know, mastering your mindset and figuring out about the communication, clarity, and connection that you're making with other people. And I do that in a lot of ways. I use assessments. I'm over certified in DISC and driving force is what motivates people. Emotional intelligence is really important. So that's one of the biggest challenges, is kind of get your foot in the door, but then there's so many other things out there with analytical people in particular. Oftentimes their skills will get them the job that they have and have them in the work that they're doing, but it's their lack of soft skills or the people skills and that emotional intelligence that prevents them from actually achieving the heights that they could and excelling in their career or building their business to where it should be.
Right. And it sounds like some of that lack of development is because somebody very early on pigeonholed them. And so how great to say, let's let everybody use all of their gifting in every aspect that they have them, which is phenomenal.
Exactly right, because it's learned. It's a learned skill. being a good communicator is a learned skill, and anyone can do it. Some have more aptitude than others.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's great encouragement. So this last question is a question I ask everybody at the end of the interview. It's an author from here in Georgia, Barbara Brown Taylor, and it's just simply, what is saving your life right now?
Yeah, and saving my life, I on the surface don't feel like my life needs saving. As far as I feel like I'm in a really good place. I have a good solid faith. I have a good relationship with my husband. I enjoy my family life. So when you say saving, but as I think about it, really, Dr. Roz, it is hope in many different ways. My faith gives me hope for the future. I am very hopeful. The more I get exposed to other people out in business and out in the world, and I do some philanthropic volunteer things as well, there are some really great people working on the really hard problems that we have going on right now in all different areas. And that gives me hope for our future, that people are caring. And, we've come out of a rough time recently with the pandemic, and our mental health has really suffered. But I think it's also been a wake-up call for people to be more empathetic with each other and really be paying attention. And we need to infuse hope into each other.
Yes.
Really come alongside and see how we can help each other to move forward. And I see a lot of that starting to happen. I see people being more aware of others, not just me focused, because you can't just be siloed and be successful. You really need to be working with others. And so I have hope in a lot of different areas in my life. And I think that's what fuels me every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, welcome to the Atlanta chapter. Welcome to eWomen International. We are delighted that you're here. Look forward to learning much more about you. And thank you for taking this opportunity for me to interview you and introduce you to our community. And be sure to go in once I post it, under the comments, and put how they can contact you. And of course, that boosts algorithms as well. And so thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Dr. Roz. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.